you need to do. You see, in this world, once you say you become the first footballer, people will tell you, sometimes your mothers will tell you cannot be a good footballer. Tell them it is. Don't go and tell your mother and say, tell them it is a lie. But in your mind, know that it is not true. Whatever I want to do, I can do it. But to be able to do it, there are certain things that you need to do. First and foremost, you need to be self-disciplined. I said what? You need to be self-disciplined. Whatever your coaches tell you, you have to listen and apply whatever the coaches tell you, because he knows more than you know. I said what? Whatever the coaches tell you, you have to listen and listen well, because they know more than what you can do. You want to be like you do. The first rule is that you have to be very disciplined. If they say you should come to training at 3 o'clock, by 2 o'clock you are already here. I said what? If they say you have to come to training at 3 o'clock, by 2 o'clock you are already on the field. And when you are giving instruction, make sure that whatever they are telling you, you apply that into your life. Don't be in a hurry to leave your training. When the coach really finishes training, you should be able to do more extra training. If they train you 2 days, they train you for 2 hours, you should be able to on your own run for another 2 hours without the coach telling you. That is where the discipline comes in. When the coach tells you run for 1 hour, you should have a self-discipline to run the 1 hour and run about 2 more hours if you want to be great. If you want to be great, you have to do things more than what you are asked to do. These things I'm telling you, keep them, because I may not be here to tell you. If they say run around the cones for about 1 hour, make sure that you run around it for more than 1 hour, so that you will always be extra. When you go to tournaments and you are playing, you have extra stamina. Discipline is so important if you want to be all the big footballers you see today. They didn't get up and they have good names, so they have what is called self-discipline. There's a time you have to eat. The time that you have to eat, that is not the time that you are going drinking. I'm stressing on discipline because it is the #1 thing that has brought a lot of footballers down. Be very disciplined. And one other thing I want you to bear in mind is that if you want to go far, it is very important that you have what is known as what? Respect. Everybody should say respect.
Respect.
Everybody should say what? Respect.
Respect.
Again.
Respect.
Again.
Respect.
Again.
Respect.
Again.
Respect.
Respect is so important, because sometimes you may be a talented footballer, but if you do not have self-respect, your coaches will never select you to play. We have times where footballers are playing because you are respectful. Sometimes the person can even pretend that he's injured, so that the position that he is playing, they will call you to come and play. You have footballers that got the opportunity because they were respectful. When you are playing football, you have senior players who are ahead of you, so it is very important that you show them respect, and out of that respect, you will get opportunities. When the coach tells you to sit down, sit down. When the coach tells you to stand up, stand up. When the coach tells you to do that, do that. When the coach tells you to raise your hand, raise your hand. When the coach tells you to exercise, exercise. When the coach tells you to jump, jump. When the coach tells you to go into the pool, and when the coach tells you to raise level, you have to respect. And apart from that, it is very important that you respect each other. I say what? You must respect each other. If you do not respect each other, you cannot go far. And it is also very important that you respect your own self. The biggest respect you can have is the respect you have for yourself. You should not go about, when it is time for training, now that you go and eat, but when they ask you to run here, then you be breathing as if you are in water. You know you are going to play football. So there's a time you have to eat, there's a time you have to, so you have to respect yourself by making sure that you do the right thing to your body. If you do not have a good body, you can never go far. You need the body to be able to function on the field. So it is very, your coach will not be with you. So when you are, do not do things that will affect you. And I'm going to tell you some of the things that you should abstain from. You are very young, I know most of you are not there yet. Do not get yourself into smoking. None of you should ever think of smoking in your life. None of you should ever think about they want to take your numbers and sleep with you. Once you begin to take ladies around, you just sleep with them. When they ask you to run from game to goal, you see that you are taking that. Which is what I'm talking about. So please, abstain from drinking, abstain from smoking, abstain from unnecessary friendship. Your friends should be the game you are going to play. And there's something called the power of imagination. Say it. The power of imagination. 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 Again, imagination. Imagination. From today, when you sleep, imagine yourself where you want to go. If you want to play yourself, play in the blaster, see yourself wearing the blaster jersey. If you want to see yourself playing in under 17, see yourself wearing under 17 jersey. If you want to see yourself in the under 12 uniform, see yourself. It is possible. Whatever you can imagine, imagination, whatever you can imagine, you can always get it. Somebody imagine that you have a football team. That is why the football team will see you today. So whatever you imagine, listen to it. That is called self-discipline. Don't behave. So what I'm telling you is that imagine whatever you want to be in future. And as you imagine, don't just imagine and go and sleep. As you imagine, begin to train towards the imagination that you carry. Begin to see yourself that you are in the blaster pass. Begin to see yourself that you have been called into the national team and work towards it. Don't just imagine and go and sleep. Otherwise, your imagination will become an illusion. It will stay in your head. If you imagine that you will be the best striker, work towards being the best striker. If you imagine that you will be the best keeper, always train. If you imagine that you will be the best defender, always practice towards that. Everything you can imagine, my children, you will always take it from when you go and write it down. Imagine wherever, whichever team you want to play with. You want to play with Kosovo, you want to play with Arsenal, you want to play with any club you want to play with. Imagine yourself, and as you imagine, you need to work towards it. You have to work towards it. And another critical thing I want you to bear in mind is that you must be willing to sacrifice. I said what? You must be willing to sacrifice a lot. Look, you can never be a great footballer if you are not willing to sacrifice. The time that your friends are busy fooling, you have to be on the field. You have to sacrifice it. The time that in the evening your friends are busy dancing bobo or dancing, you have to sleep so that in the morning you have enough strength to come and play. You cannot be a great footballer and at the end of the day people are messing up, fooling, and you are there. You have to dedicate yourself. You have to sacrifice things. There are a lot of things you have to cut yourself. It is called sacrifice. So you must be willing to sacrifice so many things if you want to be able to make this football. And listen to me, I am seeing a lot of you becoming great footballers if you can take the advice I'm giving you today. I am seeing great footballers among some of you to the world level, but it all depends on your desire to take what I'm telling you. You must be willing to sacrifice. Don't do things. If you do things that everybody does, you will be like everybody. I say what? If you do the thing that everybody do, then you are like everybody. If you're a footballer, you have to wake up early in the morning, run like your head is not correct. So what? If you are tall, and so what? If you don't dress well, and so what? Some of us will never wear shoes. Sometimes I'm telling you, some of you will come over here. Even the boot to wear to play is a problem. Don't be worried. When you train hard, there will be a time God will open so many doors that you will have quality boots that you play with. Forget about the boots you are wearing today. I said what? Forget about the boots you are wearing. Whether the boot is torn, whether the boot is nice, whether the boot is ugly, forget about it. Play, even if it's your bare leg, train with it, and out of that, a star will come out of what? Will come out of. Never look at your situation today, but imagine where you want to get to. I want to be like Kudus. I want to be like Abedi. I want to be like Tony Yabua. I want to be like Messi. You have to discipline your mind. Forget about how you are looking today. It is not how you look today that matters, but it is where you are heading to that matters. I said what? It is not how you are looking today, but it is where you aim to be that matters. That is where always your mind should be. And as your mind is there, train every day, train. I said train until the train will even be afraid of you. I said what? Run. And I thought at the point the running itself will be afraid of you. No matter you are overrunning me. If you are a keeper, keep diving. Let everybody play for you. You'll be throwing yourself, catching the ball. And believe you me, it's a matter of time. And one day you'll be one of the greatest footballers on earth. It is the decision you take today. Today, we are not today's down. It is the decision that you take today, and your ability to work towards that decision that will transform your life. I see world footballers among you people. I'm not joking. And the decision is with you. What you want to live. Respect, sacrifice, obedience, hard work. And another thing that you should also bear in mind, you should be extremely focused in whatever you are doing. If it's a footballer you want to be, don't go and be doing another sport. Focus. Put all your concentration on the football, and I want to be a great footballer. And let me tell you, some of you, they will tell you that, oh, it is not, some of you are not academically intelligent. You are not the first, or you are the second, or you are the third, or you are dull in class. It is a lie. Forget about whatever your position in class. That is bogus. I'm telling you as your father. They use that to confuse you. The fact that you are the last in your class does not mean you are stupid. It is not true. You may be the last in your class, but you may be the best footballer. And as you grow, you realize that those who are first, second, third, I'm the first, I'm the second, I'm the third. Those things is so useless. When you grow, you don't need all those things. When you were in school, those who were first and second, you don't even know where they are. So don't let those things bother you. Don't let them bother you. Don't let your position in class bother you. And also bear in mind that mistakes are part of the learning process. You can never be a great footballer by not making mistakes. You have to make. And trust me, if you are willing to sacrifice, there's a lot that you can be able to achieve. But if you are not willing to sacrifice, then you have no business being here. And one more thing, let me tell you, my children. Look at me. Forget about the home that you come from. The home that you come from cannot. Forget about the fact that your mother is there. If you are serious,